So, currently, there is a U.S. Navy machinist mate. Remember when I say machinist mate, because this means that he actually went through training. That's right. He's not just some run-of-the-mill individual. He's actually gone through a military occupational school. He's got an MOS. Saying that, his defense is, well, he mostly just sit there and scrub the decks. He's on trial for espionage right now. He was arrested the same day. This guy's name is Jinchao Patrick Wei. He was arrested the same day as another Chinese-born man who became naturalized. His name is Wen Hing Thomas Zhao. So they're both naturalized U.S. citizens, and both of them were arrested for spying. Zhao eventually admitted to accepting nearly $15,000 in bribes for sending sensitive but unclassified military information to his Chinese handler. Okay, 2 years, 3 months, not that big of a deal. Still probably considered a felony. But Jin Chao Wei has decided that he is not going to say that he did anything wrong. So they are having a trial for this. I'm going to run you through what exactly this guy did. Also, if you don't mind, hit like and subscribe. Let's get into this.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Okay, so this is coming from Department of Justice. He was arrested August 2023. So it's been 2 years now. He, let's see here. The indictment, okay. At the request of the intelligence officer between March 2022 and the present, August 2023, Wei sent photographs and videos of the Essex. He was on the USS Essex, which is an LHD-2. It is a WASP class landing helicopter dock. So basically, it just takes on helicopters, but that's kind of a big deal. Um, and so this guy was on there training. Uh, he is alleged to have sent approximately 30 technical and mechanical manuals. These manuals contained export control warnings and detailed the operations of multiple systems aboard the Essex and similar ships, including power, steering, aircraft and deck elevators, as well as damage and casualty controls. The intelligence officer confirmed with Wei that at least 10 of these manuals were useful to him. For passage of these materials, the indictment alleges Wei was paid $5,000. June 2022, the intelligence officer requested Wei provide information about the number and training of U.S. Marines during an upcoming international maritime warfare exercise. In response, Wei sent multiple photographs of military equipment to the intelligence officer. August 2022, he sent additional 26 technical and mechanical manuals related to the power structure and operation of the Essex and similar ships. The manuals contained warnings that this was technical data subject to export controls and that it was deemed critical technology by the Navy. October 2022 sent a technical manual to the intelligence officer describing the layout and location of certain departments. In other words, all this stuff that he was sending can A, help them build their own similar equipment. And also, if we were to go to war, this is giving them the layout of everything so that they could hit far better. They could destroy our ships far better. Now, they've got multiple phone recordings of this, but the defense attorney is saying Intent is everything. You cannot prove intent. Jones acknowledged that Way accepted money, but said his client never asked for it, nor agreed to complete tasks in exchange for specific payments. Way's arrest in 23. Okay, well, that Thomas Zhao fellow I talked about earlier, when he Thomas Zhao pled guilty, um, but it was, all approved. It was all record or not all recorded, but they recorded some of these conversations, and that all he did was sand the deck. Yeah, that's not the case most likely, but we'll never get to hear the whole story. But hold on a second here. Before some mental midget of a liberal comes and attacks me, oh, you're being racist. Think about this for a second. We treated the Japanese Americans, the folks that were of Japanese descent, that had came to this country. Actually, most of them were native born by that point. Yeah, a lot of them were educated in Japan, but they were native born to here. We treated them like garbage. They were still willing to defend this country. They joined the military, still defended this country, did some of the bravest acts in the European front that you can think of. Oh, and by the way, not a single Japanese American was ever convicted of espionage. We treated them like garbage. These Chinese folks, especially with the Democrat Party welcomes them with open arms, make sure they have money, make sure that they get everything that regular American citizens have to work hard for, regular American citizens, not Democrat voters. And these folks get treated like kings and queens. These two folks, how many Chinese folks have we allowed over here to get educated, gave them all kinds of benefits of the American system, and it's been proven that they have been spies or they have tried to bring in or take out materials or knowledge that they were not allowed to have. This is starting to get a little ridiculous. We need to stop allowing Chinese to have access to all of our sensitive information. They're not supposed to have this kind of information, but they keep getting it because we keep allowing these Democrat approved people into locations that are approved by Democrats. The leadership was shaped. The Department of Defense infrastructure was shaped on the ideas of the Democrat Party. Our educational institutes are shaped on the ideals of the Democrat Party. Every Marxist kind of garbage that you can think of is being crammed into every facet of government, education, military, all of it. We have companies like BlackRock that are trying to shape our economy to be some Marxist garbage. And all we do is flap our frickin' jaws. If you want to stop this, then you've got to stop the Democrats from doing these things. End of story. You cannot allow the Democrats to have power. Now, am I saying that I don't want to see or that a classic liberal, somebody who is classically liberal, have some power? Sure, I have no problems with that. Modern liberalism, this Marxist bastardization of liberalism, no. But this is what you get right here. You get people that are brought in, welcomed in, and they're sent in as sleeper spies. But you should already know that they're sleeper spies. Everybody that comes from China, you should think of as spies. It's uh, now if they weren't born there, if they're like say grandkids, or if they're born here and they're the kids of, you might have a chance with them. But if they were born over there, no, we've got a problem in this country and it's got to get taken care of. But hey, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.